Today we're going to show the video on how to install an iTronic powered by Mobridge into a Porsche Cayenne vehicle. The first thing that you're going to do, which I've already loosened it here for expediency, is take a small bladed screwdriver, just stick it behind, usually down here at the bottom, just gently pry outwards, which will loosen this surround. Then it just unsnaps the rest of the way. Once we pull the surround away, you will see 4 Torx screws here, here, and here that will unscrew to release the Porsche radio, or also known as the PCM. I'll loosen those now. Now that we loosened the 4 screws on the sides, it's simply a matter of grabbing a hold of the PCM and it will slide out. Like so. Now, for protective purposes, I'm going to put a shop rag here to protect the underneath lying wood and surround pieces and all the plastic, all these areas down here from scratches. Now that I have it removed, you'll see here a red with yellow stripe and a brown wire. We're going to use these to attach power for the iTronic, and the fiber optic cables are here. We're going to use those for the fiber optic connection. Next, we're going to open the location of where the iTronic will physically sit. Down in the passenger footwell, there's one screw in the center right here that you take out. All this is done with a standard T15 Torx wrench, by the way. All done with a standard T15 Torx wrench. Take out the one screw, and then the panel actually just unsnaps. It just comes down quite simply. Now, I've pre-located and placed the iTronic unit in place. We just place it up in the back right there with the label facing towards the cabin compartment, with the large label facing towards the cabin compartment. To facilitate running the cables between the head unit area and where the iTronic will sit, it's necessary to remove the glove box. Simply remove this trim piece. It'll unsnap. Just grab it from opening the passenger door. It'll unsnap out of place. There's 3 screws, one here, here, and here, and here, that will loosen the glove box. Then there's 2 more underneath the glove box, and then the 2 rubber bumpers, which I've already removed. They will facilitate just simply dropping the glove box out. It's very simple. Once you have those screws removed, it's just a simple matter of grabbing a hold of the glove box and letting it lay down below, so you have plenty of room to work and draw your cables through. After you've got the glove box removed, it's simply a matter of feeding the connector end of the iTronic through the cavity, and it very quickly pokes through. Pull it out the other end so we can put it down here and plug it into the iTronic. It's very, very simple. But before I plug it in, I'm going to hook up my power connections. I'm going to do the power connections on the back side of the radio. Now, it's very important that we hook the iTronic to a constant 12-volt supply. We do not want it on a switch 12-volt supply. That will cause abnormalities in the car's system. I already know that from previous testing that this red with yellow stripe wire going into the back of the radio is a constant 12-volt supply. Right next to it is a brown wire, which is a ground wire. We're going to hook up those 2 wires. The orange will go to the red with yellow stripe, and our brown wire will go to the brown wire in the car. That will complete the electrical connection for the iTronic. Okay, in a Porsche, we're going to simply unplug the fiber block. This is it here. You'll notice little arrows stamped into the plastic showing which direction the light is traveling on the fiber optic. We're going to remove the output side, so the side going out of the radio, which would be this side over here. Well, to do that, we simply push this little white plastic block back out with a small screwdriver. You just back it out, which I'm going to do now. Now that I have the fiber released from the Porsche's connector, I did that by inserting a small bladed screwdriver into the little crack right here, to push up on the white plastic block here. Then I gently pry it upward on this little spot right here, which removes the fiber. And you can see more information on how to do that under our Mercedes-Benz section on taking apart these little plastic blocks. Once I've got that pulled out, I'm simply going to take the free end from the iTronic. I'm going to snap it in place. Then I'm going to take the inline block that comes on the iTronic, it's on the end of the cable already, and I'm going to insert it onto the Porsche's pre-existing connector and snap it into place. To get the iPod cable ran back to here, you simply remove the two screws out of here and here, then the entire console will lift up and you can simply route it back to the back. Route it back into this area.